Yes, the female-led film. Female-led. Has that term ever generated mass engagement? We've been inundated with that term for the last decade because those in Hollywood felt it was the ladies' turn to lead major franchises. You know, because those silly, awful men have held back those smart, strong women for far too long. But before we get into this, do me a favor and subscribe to this channel and smash that like button for me. Now, I thought about making this video about Madame Web, and to be honest, I didn't want to. You didn't see it, I didn't want to see it, and enough YouTubers already made the ultimate sacrifice already. And besides, we all know it sucked, and me reviewing it would be like shooting fish in a barrel. It's low-hanging fruit. When you market your movie as female-led, you're immediately telling potential fans of that particular genre that it was made for a subsection of that audience. That, in turn, will probably limit the profits of the film, and as history has shown, the film is probably coming with a lot of messaging.
I like to make men uncomfortable. I enjoy making men uncomfortable. Because you need to change your attitude.
No, bitch, you need to change your attitude. Ever hear a film marketed as male-led, and the failure of said film was blamed on misandry? Here's a tip. Ladies, if your movie fails, take it like a man. Just say something like, mistakes were made and you'll try to do better next time. The efforts to showcase strong, powerful women has given us such gems as Ghostbusters 2016, The Marvels, Madame Web, Wonder Woman 84, Wakanda Forever, and coming soon, Pirates 6. Barbie, to its credit, did really well. And who would have thunk a movie made for women, marketed towards women, featuring an IP women would like, would do so well? Shocking, I know. Would it have done equally well if it were marketed towards men? Let's say make 50% of the cast strong male characters. What if the Barbie dream house was made out of wood and bricks? Maybe do a bait and switch and kill off Barbie early in the film so Ken could be the main feature. Think that would do well? Hell no, it wouldn't do well, and you know it. Barbie did what Barbie was supposed to do, and it reaped the rewards for doing so. Such comedic gold. And who could forget this? Who wouldn't find this funny?
Oh, hell no, the devil is a liar! Get out of my friend, Ghost!
Screaming makes it funny.
The power of pain compels you!
If this doesn't have you rolling over in laughter, then what can I say? You must hate women. One of the biggest issues with the female-led genre is that its main selling point is that it's female-led. Okay, that's great and all, but the general audience tends to need a little more incentive to come out and spread eagle their wallet. Too often, a female-led reimagining is a lazy retread of something that was done better originally. They'll give us boring gender swap instead of an original character. Do you really think Disney is going to give us a better character than Captain Jack Sparrow? Oh, the shills will tell us she's the bestest ever, but the box office will tell a different story. I doubt when competent writers are coming up with their ideas, a male-led movie is ever mentioned. Why? Because it would be absurd. Yet writers actively pitch female films all the time.
What if we made every main character a guy You know, to really stick it to the matriarchy.
That's a freaking great idea.
And then they start hardcore making out and start kissing all over each other, and one guy starts blowing the other guy, and it just gets all... If you want to see a female-led film, look no further than The Mouse House. Most content coming out of Lucasfilm these days is female-led, even if a guy's name is on the title. Disney is so hell-bent on making sure the strong female lead don't need no man that their female characters have been stripped of their femininity. Cleavage, breasts, some ass, a shapely figure. A common problem with today's female lead is they don't appeal to men or women. With Hollywood making all these movies and shows featuring a female-led cast, shouldn't someone ask, where are the women? Why aren't they showing up? It's like you have a table all set, waiting for her to show up, and she's a no-show. They aren't showing up for content that was made for them.
Nothing stopping you other than the fact that you guys are just into destroying each other. No, now it's gonna get quiet.
I can't resist. You usually move through here so quickly, and I just have so many questions I want to ask you. You have no idea what your work means to me. How do you write women so well?
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
It seems men write women better than women.
Get away from her, you bitch!
They still wanna know we're making it. Talking like a barbecue, but you don't get
He almost tasted that. Num 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 num, eat it up. Go play okay, 3, 2, 1. You know I'm the hottest. You ain't never gotta heat me up.
Kathleen Kennedy said it best when she said,
50% of our executive team are women, and 6 out of 8 of the people in my story group are women.
And 6 out of 8 of the people in my story group are women. Of the people in my story group are women.
the female-led film comes with built-in limitations because today's modern female character is written strong from the start. Lucasfilm being the biggest offender. You can't have a character arc if your character has no flaws or room to grow. Rey Skywalker, alone on a desert planet, proficient in the Force. Rey Skywalker, alone on a desert planet, proficient in the Force. Rey is essentially the same character throughout 3 films. And don't get me started on lightsaber impalements. You can't talk down to a woman because that's seen as being sexist and misogynistic. But every female lead will have a scene talking down to a man. Imagine this scene with the roles reversed. Imagine the outcry.
Sexist! Misogynistic!
They just hate women!
Now, none of this is to say movies or shows that feature a majority female cast is doomed to fail. Quite the contrary, actually. I know a lot of guys who would say some of their favorite movies have had a strong female character. The problem is Hollywood doesn't temper their budgets with an audience that's willing to pay to see their productions. If history shows a particular subgenre has, let's say, a $50 million opening weekend, maybe don't spend $300 million making that particular type of film. It's not sexism or misogyny when men and women reject something. There simply wasn't an audience for that particular film. What Hollywood needs to remember is that what's important is what's on screen, not what's between your legs.